Hey everyone, I'm getting started back on my family tree channel, and I've been thinking how to organize it, how to do it, how to make it flow, and I just really can't think of how to do that. So we're just going to start. We're going to start with my second-time grandmother, Ella Hill. Yes, my second-time grandmother, Ella Hill. And it took us a long time to find. It took me and my mom probably, 10 years. She found her. So we're going to learn little bit about Ella Hill. And Ella Hill was born April 14th, 1879. So Ella Hill was born April 14th, 1879 in Baltimore, Henry, Iowa, USA. And she died May 29th, 1954. That's this month. The end of the month will be her death anniversary. In death, May 29th, 1954 in Burlington, Des Moines, Iowa. So, I'll get better at this, but for now, let's just go ahead and start with the 1880 census. This would be when she was 1 year old. Oh, and it's not a very good one, but we'll zoom in. Oh yeah, we can see it real good. So, Ella right here they have her as Ellen. So, I don't know how, you guys probably haven't done a lot with censuses, but it tells you the name of the family. Well, we'll start over here. The beginning is the address of the house in this area. Then the names of all the people in their race, their sex, their age, and then birth month, but I don't know that I've ever seen anything in a birth month. And then the relationship to the head of the household. And then if they're single, married, widowed, or married, maybe married again. Oh, what does that say? Oops. Oh, the census year they were married. I'm not sure I remember seeing anything in those either. And then their occupation and how many months they're employed, and if they were sick, blind, deaf, idiotic, insane, disabled, and if they went to school. I'll move that over. If they can write, if they went to where they were born, where their father was born, where their mother was born. And then here's the one if they attended school. So we'll go back over here to Ella. So she's a white female, 1 year old when this census, a daughter, single. She was born in Iowa. Her father was born in Indiana? I don't know. That doesn't look like Iowa. Well, I'm not sure. And her mother was born in Iowa. And then we'll move on up to her parents. So her mother, who we're going to be following, is Eva Marilla Hand. So, and her dad was Edmund. And when she was 1 year old, her dad was 28, her mom was 22, and she had an older brother named Charles. He was 3. And her dad was a farmer. Her mother kept house. And it says that her dad was born in Indiana. Yep. And it doesn't have any place for his father or his mother. And I'm not sure if I have them on the tree. I'm guessing that I do. And then for Eva, she was born in Iowa, and her father was born in New Jersey, and her mother was born in Ohio. So that's the introduction to the line we're going to be following. And this is my second grandmother. So however you're related to me in the family, you'll know. And I don't know how to make this easy for everybody without. Okay, I don't have her death certificate, but I have her husband's death certificate, John William Gulick. And that gives us more information too, and we can learn a little bit more about our second-time grandpa. Okay, Iowa State Department of Health in Des Moines County in the town of Burlington. He was in that community for 53 years. John William Gulick, male, white, married. His wife, Ella Hill, and she was 70 when she was giving the information, I guess. He was born on December 20th, 1863, and he lived to be 82 years, 11 months, and 14 days. He was born in Clark County, Iowa. He was retired. His dad was Marion Gulick. No record of where he was born. And his mother was Eliza Sickler, and she was born in Iowa. You know what I find really fun about doing the ancestry is I feel like I've gotten to know them all. I don't have them all memorized because I have a big tree. But I feel like I might know where his parents were born, and I find it interesting that I know more about some parts of their lives that they knew. And that's what I love about ancestry, is learning about them and getting to know them and seeing all their hardships. And I have so much information, and I'm not sure how much of it I have on here saved, because I used to belong to the news.com, and I had some old newspaper clippings. And they weren't from my direct line, but they were still, pretty fascinating things that our families have lived through. So we're going to go ahead and look some more over this death certificate, and then we'll be moving on. So the informant was Clark Gulick, and that was one of their sons. And he was buried on December 7th, 1946 at Memorial Park Cemetery in Burlington, Iowa. And this is the funeral director stuff. And let's see. This tells where they lived, where he lived at, 818 Shield Street, and we'll go on a Google Earth over there and check that out. He died on December 4th, 1946 at 12:15 p.m. And the doctor attended him from June 1st, 1943 until December 4th, 1946. He was alive on December 4th, 1946. The cause of death was uremia complicating a cardiorenal disease. And he had chronic nephritis for 6 years. And his other condition was myocardial degeneration. So his heart was going bad, and he had a nephritis. And from the stories I've heard, he was a pretty severe alcoholic. And, when I found out that my great-grandfather had a sister that I never knew about, she died young, and I'll do a video about her too. So right now, I'm just going to Google Earth on over to see the house. I always tell my husband, if reincarnation is a thing, then I want to have this all set up and ready for when I come back from my next life. So it's showing this house as the address, but I'm wondering if it's actually this house. Be leaving the road going that way, so we're going to pan around. I think it might have been that house, but the address is showing that house. That kind of looks like a newer house. Anyways, this was definitely the area though. And I'm gonna, whoops, oh, I didn't want to pan out that much. We'll go back. Just go around in a little circle. This is what they would have seen when they lived there. We'll walk to the end of the road and then we'll turn around and look. My mom actually does remember it, so maybe sometime I can interview her and she can say her story of what she remembers there. I'm guess, when a lot of you guys see this, I'm guessing it'll be many years in the future and we won't be here, but our stories will be here for you. We have an amazing family with an amazing stories and amazing things they've gone through, and I've learned them over the last 30 years and I want to share them. So I'll just see you next time. And yeah, if you have any questions or want me to look into something more deeper, let me know. I'm just trying to get a basic guideline of the really important stuff, and then you can find a lot of stuff on your own from there when you're searching. All right, that's it. Bye.